The problem here is that they never show you that the woman goes and gets a gun, as they do every day in this country, and blast the criminal. So let's go ahead and play this Brinks clip. Here it is.
I mean, it was really nice to meet you, AJ.
Yeah, you too.
AJ? Hello?
This is Bill with Broadview Security. Is everything okay?
No, there's this guy. He just smashed in my door.
I'm sending help right now.
Thank you.
Brinks Home Security is now Broadview Security. Call 1-800-949-7448 now to install the standard system for just $99. The proven technology of a Broadview security system delivers rapid response from highly trained professionals 24 hours a day. Call now to get the $99 installation plus a second keypad installed free. And you could save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. Call 1-800-949-7448 now and get the system installed for just $99. Broadview Security, for your home or business, the next generation of Brinks Home Security. Call now.
Okay, so it's now Broadview, and I'm not bashing Brinks here, but these are anti-male ads targeting single women. And I mean, it's fine to have the Brinks to know somebody's breaking in, but isn't it better to have a firearm instead of cowering in fear? Now, I want to go to Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan, over the weekend, they called the Austin Police Department 5 times. This happened to his wife's niece. This guy has been convicted before for assaulting people. He said he was coming over to attack her with a chain. He did it, beat her bloody, and the police would never come. Now, again, somebody calls and says, I'm coming over to your house with a chain. I'm going to tell them I'm going to defend myself. I advise you against it, but I'll be waiting. And if they start knocking the door down, I'm going to kill them. But again, talking to Matt's pro-Second Amendment, but this extended family of his is not. And so they're more afraid of guns than they are of people attacking them. Matt Ryan, tell us what happened.
All right. Basically, to go to the end of the story first, we did have to chase the guy off. Police showed up 20 minutes after he'd already left. But a couple hours before, around 5 p.m., we made a call to APD, said we're getting threatening calls. This guy says he's going to come over here, violent intentions. He's not kidding around. He's already on probation for assault. He's got a record. Please send somebody over. The police said there's nothing they can do. We get another call about 10 minutes later. I called them myself. The operator...
So he says, I'm coming to assault you. He's got, 3 arrests for this. He's on probation. You're telling him this. This goes on for 2 hours.
Right. And the second time I called, the operator said, we already have him in custody because of another domestic dispute across town that went on during that time. And I thought that was a little funny because we had just gotten off the phone with him. Well, he called 10 minutes later, so that operator was incorrect in assuring us that he was in custody.
But again, they know they have no liability to protect you.
Exactly. He keeps calling, and essentially we have to call 3 times. And on the 4th time, we're told, finally, an officer's on his way. We'll have him out there in a few minutes. About 20 minutes later, he shows up, catches our niece. She had just pulled up in the driveway. She was getting out of her car.
He'd probably been waiting.
Right. He assaults her, and we have to fight him off. We fought him off. He starts driving down.
Oh, so you went over there to protect her.
Right. Well, basically the whole family rushed out. We were told stay indoors, but when we saw her pulling up, saw that happen.
Again, the police say stay indoors, yeah.
Exactly. We rush out. We fight the guy off, and he escapes. 10 minutes later, they arrive and say, we couldn't find him. I was busy handling his other problem downtown.
And he probably won't even get in trouble with the probation officer.
Right. And here's a guy who has warrants, active warrants. He's on probation. He's got a rap sheet a mile long.
But the police were too busy last weekend doing a roundup for parking tickets. They call it a roundup, conditioning people to the term roundup. But they say it real scary in radio ads. And over 10% of the state has arrest warrants for petty things. They're too busy out collecting money from the slaves, sucking off of us, to actually respond to someone saying, I'm coming to attack you.
Exactly.
Now, let me tell you how that should have been handled. They should have been waiting in there with a gun, and when he pulled up an assaulter, they should have gone down and put that animal down.
I totally agree, 100%.
So now, thankfully, the family was there, so he wasn't able to beat her too bad, but you said she was bloodied.
Yes, he basically had a heavy chain, pulled it off, put it around his hand, and assaulted her. She had a busted chin. She was bleeding. She was, kind of out of it. When he had been chased off, she was okay, thankfully. But yeah, he definitely did. He went at her with a weapon. We called the police, said he's got a weapon. He's beaten her. It still took them 20 minutes to show up.
Well, I want to show viewers out there what we do here at this office. We have people with concealed carry. I don't have a concealed carry. It's my Second Amendment. You come around here with a chain and a gun looking for trouble, you're going to get trouble right back. This is the spirit of freedom. This is the attitude that we have to have in this country to defend ourselves and defend this republic. The government will not protect you. They don't want to protect you. Even if they're good cops, their bosses want them out there sucking off of you. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. It's time to stop being scared of guns and to start being scared of the corrupt government and criminals and to defend yourself. Matt Ryan, I mean, any other thoughts on this? You were telling me that now the family is going to get a gun.
Absolutely. The family's going to get a gun. My wife and I are definitely going to get one, concealed carry, whatever we have to do to protect ourselves. I do have one thing to say. A couple hours later, the cop said he's going to jail for this. A couple hours later, he calls from the address we gave the cops to go pick him up, and he was still making violent threats. I mean, the guy obviously didn't get chased down.
No. It's come out in internal Chicago documents that they let the violent ones go to terrorize the public so they vote for more cops. So the cops can go out and suck more money.
Exactly. And if I get pulled over and my plates are out, I might go to jail.
Well, that's in the news. This week it came out that states are all being ordered write more tickets. So they can't respond. There's more cops, but they can't respond to real crime because they've got to suck off the people.
Exactly.
Well, she needs to go get a firearm. She needs to take firearms training. She doesn't need to wave it at him or say anything. He starts trying to assault her. Just unload the revolver. That's the best gun to use, even if you're good with firearms. A revolver's good under stress. They don't malfunction very often. And, folks, it's your right. If somebody's assaulting you or coming in your house to do you harm or trying to rob you in your home, kill them. The government loves the criminals and protects them. All we can do is kill these murderers.